Hi all, this is Prashant Sagar and I'm an engineer turned aura healer. And in this video, I wanted to talk about how do I read people's aura. So I read people's aura just like reading an article on a newspaper, right? So whenever I talk to people like I'm an aura reader, they feel like they question me like you must have done a lot of meditation or you should have done a very big sadhana and things like that. It's nothing like that. It's purely science. I use pure science to read people's aura. And why do we need aura reading, right? So aura reading is just 1% of my work, that is to detect the issues at the energy level. So your aura contains a lot of information at the energy level. It could be any physical issue in the body, emotional issue, and light of kind of spiritual issues and astral issues and things like that. So a lot of information is contained in the auric field, in the energy field, right? So let me quickly get onto this video, what I want to talk about. So how do I read people's aura? So I've written certain things on the board, hope it's visible, right? So let me start from the pineal gland, which is the hardware. You would have heard of pineal gland or third eye chakra or agna chakra or ajna chakra, right? So if you have ever felt like there's something in our mind that knows everything without logic, right? Sometimes we don't need explanation at all, and there's an inner voice coming within us like an intuitive flash. Some people would receive certain downloads that I want to do this work. Some people would receive some intuitive flash of light, uh, and which comes from one tiny organ in our brain, and that is called pineal gland. And in this video I'm going to show you how the pineal gland works like a transmitter and receiver, connecting your logical mind, your intuition, and the universal consciousness, right? So let me start from part one, that is the pineal gland, which is the foundation of this video, right? So pineal gland is over here in our let me get a different pen. So pineal gland is in our brain. It's is in our brain, right? It's a tiny organ. So the pineal gland sits at the center of our brain. So it is a very small size organ like a rice grain, right? So the science calls it the producer of melatonin for your sleep, which regulates your sleep. But spiritually it is so much more than the sleep, right? So think of it as like antenna of your conscious mind. It connects with body and higher with the higher dimensions of awareness, right? So the pineal gland basically is receiver of information. So that is receiver of information plus transmitter of information. For example, if this is my pineal gland in the brain, so in between the brain, behind in between the two eyebrows, this is my ajna chakra, this is the third eye chakra. So that is where a person uh, can receive the information and send the information. For example, if I am receiving telepathy from somebody, that will enter through my pineal gland, that is my ajna chakra. So it is called the third eye, it is called the command center of a consciousness, right? So that's about pineal gland. And the part two comes is there are three levels of mind. So I would call the layers of awareness. There are other layers of awareness, but for this video I have taken a few layers of awareness, all right? So the three layers of awareness are like, um, it's called conscious mind, which is the logical mind, all right? And this is your everyday mind, analyzing certain things, certain aspects, making decisions, and solving problems. So it works with logic, it works with reasoning, and what your five senses pick up, right? The five senses are like, the panchendra, right? The five senses we use in our body to pick, read the information, right? And the next comes the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is your personal memory bank or intuitive mind, right? So this is deeper, and it stores every memory, every experience, and it guides you through intuition. It's like the hard drive of your personality, right? So the subconscious mind is like, I would say, people say that 90 to 95% is our subconscious mind, and the logical mind is, that is the conscious mind, is our 5%, right? If we need anything, if we need to do something, that we have to work more on our subconscious mind. I'll be creating a lot of videos on why we need to work on the subconscious mind more, not more on the logical mind, right? So Now the level 3, the layer 3 is called superconscious mind or universal mind. Superconscious mind or universal mind. Now this is where the things get exciting. The superconscious mind is like the cloud server of the universe. It's where the infinite intelligence or the creativity and the universal truth exist, right? So when your pineal gland is active, you can tap into the universal consciousness. When your pineal gland is active, you can tap to the super conscious or universal mind, right? So that's like the software versus hardware, bridging the senses, right? So so the hardware is the pineal gland, and the software is the layers of mind I told you, right? The subconscious, superconscious, and the conscious mind. These forms kind of software. So the software is intuitive senses, that is your inner sound and inner vision, and it could be also taste, and it could be also feeling, and also inner knowing. Like sometimes while doing aura reading, I will get to know some information that even I cannot explain, and when I check with clients, it will be verified 100% correct, right? And I can't force my mind to receive certain information. I just have to tap, I just have to be relaxed, calm, and I just have to tap myself uh, with calmness to all these minds, all right? And your body is the hardware, and it collects the raw data through the all the senses. But your intuitive senses, like the hidden software, they process the sensitive frequencies, subtle frequencies, emotions, vibrations that your eyes or ears cannot detect, right? And how the pineal gland works. So the pineal gland receives information or sends information through conscious mind, through conscious mind, subconscious mind, and through it could be also this way. For example, this is the client and this is me. So this is client, this is me. I also have my own pineal gland. I also have my own conscious mind. I also have my own subconscious mind and the superconscious mind, right? So while doing reading, I raise my vibrations so that my pineal gland connects through all these layers of awareness. So I can tap into the superconscious mind. We all have common superconscious mind, right? So that's how I can tap into the client's subconscious mind and the conscious mind remotely. And that's how I can gather information about a person's energy, right? And so the pineal gland acts as the central router. It picks up signals from your physical senses, and that's your hardware. And your intuitive senses is software. Then it transmits this information across three levels of mind, right? So at the conscious level, you think logically. At the subconscious, you feel intuitively. At the superconscious, you receive downloads, visions, and higher guidance, right? And why this matters, and what is the impact of these things in our life, right? So when your pineal gland is blocked or inactive, you feel stuck. You feel just logic, trapped in stress, and the same old routine, right? But when your pineal gland is active, your awareness expands, right? And you get clarity in decisions, and your intuition gets deeper. You become very, very creative, and even a sense of connection with universe. And this is why spiritual traditions call it in third eye. So this is how the pineal gland connects with the entire thing, right? So I'll be creating a lot of videos on these topics. Hope you like this video, and I made it a bit simpler to explain, right? And um, and now, just like I said, the pineal gland is transmitter and receiver for us. That's where we receive a lot of things like telepathy. You see a lot of synchronicities happening with you. That is a meaningful coincidences happening with you. So the pineal gland is not just a tiny gland. It's your bridge between the physical and the infinite or divine energies. It's your cosmic Wi-Fi router, right? So connecting your body and the universe. So if you found this eye opening, drop a comment below and let me know. Do you want me to create a step by step guide on how to activate your pineal gland? Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe and share this video with someone who is curious to know about the higher consciousness. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Take care.